So with how mad Dana White got at Bryce Mitchell for what he said during his podcast, you would think the same would apply to every fighter going forward. But I guess when you're fighting for the championship belt, you get a free pass. Now look, before we get into this, freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. If you want to go out and start screaming racial slurs, don't be surprised if someone tries to shut you up. Or like if you want to just be rude and start saying F this and F that and I'm gonna F your mom in the A. Sure, no one can stop you, but does that mean no one is going to try? Absolutely not. But the reason I bring this up is because Sean Strickland recently did his interviews for UFC Media Day, and I have never seen someone try so hard to be the guy who doesn't care who he offends. Now, obviously, if you know who Sean Strickland is, that's nothing new. He will insult you to your face and then threaten to kill you right after if you try and say otherwise. God forbid you make fun of the way his dad treated him, but if you wanted to let someone know how you feel without the fear of them doing something back, chances are you can pay Sean to do it for you. But with the recent events surrounding Bryce Mitchell, Sean apparently took that as Bryce trying to one-up him, which should tell you how fucked Sean's mind is, if it wasn't already obvious enough. But I watched this 24-minute interview, and just imagine that one kid who thinks everybody's his friend, not realizing that everyone's being nice to him because they don't want to get the shit beat out of them. It's kind of like with Trump and how he runs America. But this interview was uploaded by the Mac Life, and it's titled Sean Strickland on Dricus Duplessis. I'm gonna put him back on the short bus. Crazy insult from someone who literally looks like Officer Doofy from Scary Movie, but I digress. Let's get right into the interview.
Don't say gay, don't go full Bryce Mitchell, we'll be okay. Best thing about Bryce Mitchell, man, he's just set the bar real fucking low or high, you know. You just can't go full Third Reich and you'll be okay.
We'll try our hardest. Sean, you obviously felt that you won the first fight.
Oh yeah, we're here to talk about fighting, you guys. God damn it! All right, go.
We'll leave
continue.
the manifesto for another time.
So already you can tell he's been waiting for this moment. He got his jokes he bullied a middle schooler to write for him, and he's ready to use them all. Like, look how big his smile is, thinking the reporter is going to ask him anything about what he was yapping about as he walked up to the table. Dude just wants an excuse to accidentally say something controversial so he can play it off like he didn't mean every single word he said.
You know, you thought you won the first fight with Dricus, so because of that, do you even have to change your game plan, or is it just, I just go out and do what I did last time and hopefully the judges get it right?
You know, man, I've been working my ass off. I'm giving 110%. I'm doing all the right things. I'm working hard. I'm going to hit harder, do all the right things. Yeah, no, real nice here, dude. Come on, guys. Like, at least you could ask me a fun question, dude. Ask me about,
why do you have a racist cop's mustache?
Bro, there we go, my man. Let's go, you gay fucking pirate.
You see, what did I tell you? He literally just wants questions that he can respond to with what he thinks is a hilarious response. What are you, a gay pirate? You gonna Peter Pan, you little gay pirate? Like, unless the reporter looked like this, what the hell kind of insult was that? A gay pirate? Sean looks like he could play the cowboy in the YMCA music video, which is one of the gayest music videos of all time. Sean calling someone gay while having that kind of mustache is like a fucking crackhead telling you to sober up. But now, of course, he starts talking about Bryce Mitchell, and I don't understand where he's trying to go with this, but he says that he wants to defend what Bryce says, but then goes on a rant about Palestine?
How do you feel about the Bryce, though? What do you think he handled that right?
Who, Dana or Bryce?
Bryce.
I feel like he probably handled that pretty badly, honestly.
Man, the thing that annoyed me with Bryce is he fucking apologized. Like, if you're going to be a piece of shit, dude, you got to just double down and be a piece of shit, dude. But I want to say one thing on a world stage with all the cameras about my boy Bryce, because I want to defend Bryce. I'm not that kind of defense. What he said a little fucked up. But, what have we been hearing for the last year and a half? We've been seeing on the internet, on the interwebs, on the X, from CNN, from all the media, we've been seeing dead little brown kids being pulled out of fucking buildings. So Bryce goes down the rabbit hole and he says, well, goddamn, I don't want little fucking brown kids to die anymore. I want that to stop. Like, if you had a button right now and you could stop giving bombs to Israel, would you? To kill little brown kids? Naturally, yes. And you and every other American would. But it doesn't stop. So now Bryce starts thinking, well, fuck, man, maybe the government, and he starts going further down the radicalization path. Well, now maybe Israel owns our government, this and that, this and that. So with Bryce, I don't think Bryce is a Nazi. I think Bryce is a fucking idiot from Arkansas who's not educated.
Now, to call someone uneducated after saying what he just said is actually insane. Not once did Bryce ever mention Palestine or Israel during his Hitler rant. It was about Hitler, not about what's going on between Israel and Palestine. And do you really think that Bryce Mitchell cares about what happens to brown people after saying what he said on his podcast? The fact that Sean's brain can correlate someone praising Hitler to them looking at what's going on in the world right now shows that those ears aren't the only thing on his head that's taken permanent damage.
We're coming up to the title for the first time. It felt like you didn't really rate the championship. You didn't care. I remember speaking to you actually after you won and you're like, fuck it, whatever, I'm champion. But now you got it taken off you. And you felt what it's like to not be champion. Do you kind of think, no, I actually want that belt back?
You know, man, the good thing about winning a belt, it's a lot of money. But it's like, it's kind of hard, dude, because you're a thinking man. I know we all make our money in this industry, so we all like to suck it off a little bit. But, but as a thinking man, someone like corporation, a massive corporation, a little DEI, by the way, guys, UFC. But well, now since Dana's going dick to dick with Trump, maybe we're going to end that shit, right? But anyways, I regress. Like, as a thinking man.
Dog, what the actual fuck is he saying? Does he even know what DEI means? Not even that. He got asked if he wants the belt back or not, and this dude starts giggling to himself thinking he just said the most controversial thing ever. He literally said the letters DEI and thought he offended everyone. Does he not realize the UFC is built on 2 out of the 3 things that make up what DEI is? He literally just talks shit about Bryce Mitchell being brainwashed by social media and then proceeds to laugh at just the utterance of something that he couldn't even explain, let alone tell you what DEI even stands for. But now this interview is just becoming shit from a butt. Like, once Sean realized that these reporters have to sit there and listen to him talk, he starts answering their questions with things they were never even talking about. Like, they ask him how his time off between fights was, and this is how he answers that.
How was life in this layoff, because you didn't know when you were going to have your next
fight? Man, to be serious for a moment, I know we talked a lot about Bryce and life. I love you fucking guys, dude. This fucking guy. I mean, you're a fucking liberal. Look at you, dude. You're the definition of anti-Palestine, bro. I bet you were walking down the fucking street with a fucking flag, bro. Yeah, you were, you fucking scummy bastard. Hey, you know what? Actually, my first girlfriend ever was a Jewish. Is it better to say Jewish? I'm actually really pro-Jew, It's like, and people don't understand this. Like, I would go full send Israel, enjoy, have at it. I just don't want to pay for it. But anyways, wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. Fucking love you guys, man. Fucking love you guys. This fucking guy, dude. This is all right. Jay, just because your girlfriend's Jewish doesn't give you an excuse to be a racist piece of shit. I'm just joking. No, dude.
And what's even crazier about him going on this rant is that it actually goes on for a minute longer before he actually answers the question.
All right, let me fucking focus. Fucking focus.
He then says, well, he does have a lot in common with the people of Australia, being that he's white trash. His words, not mine. He doesn't like it for 2 reasons. One, I guess because they have a lot of red light cameras.
Man, it's really hard. You guys got a lot of cameras here. It's like you guys have red light cameras, cell phone cameras, fucking seatbelt cameras, speed cameras. Like, how do you get a fucking blowjob while you drive?
How stupid do you have to be to actually find a problem with something that's meant to deter people from breaking the traffic laws? And then the other reason he doesn't like Australia is because they punish people for hate speech. I shit you not. He tries to compare having running water with being able to say whatever you want.
How insane is it that we're in a modern country and hate speech is a thing? That is so fucking wild that you could make fun of COVID and next thing you know, the government's kicking down your door, hauling off a pregnant lady. I mean, I can't even say Transformers the correct way without potentially getting my visa revoked. Like, we're in a modern fucking country with running water, and you guys don't have freedom. Real bad, dude. Real fucking bad.
I remember when Sean used to be good at this kind of stuff. I would look forward to hearing what he had to say about his opponent. But now you can tell he's just trying to say all these trigger words that he's heard online in the hopes that he can offend someone. And no, to all his fans who have the same mindset as him, I'm not offended by anything he said. He didn't say anything directed to me. But it is really pathetic that this is what he's doing when we all know he's capable capable of talking shit without using TikTok buzzwords. Like, he starts calling trans people transformers because he's like, oh, they're gonna get mad if I call them trans people. No, they're not, dog. Just call them trans people. What are you calling them transformers for? Oh, that's so funny. What are you, fucking 12? But also, like I said in the beginning, I guess if you're fighting for the championship belt, then you get a free pass, because he definitely said some shit that shouldn't have been said, but hey, he didn't directly praise a dictator, so I guess he's good. He did let us know that he's mad that he can't openly make fun of trans people for no other reason than to be mean, but hey, I'm not gonna stop him. He beat the shit out of me. But yeah, guys, see you Monday, unless something happens tomorrow and I happen to make a video on it. But until then, peace.